Lock him in.
Studio Hill. Vehicle is down.
This is the freaky part.
Down Studio Hill.
Give me a shot.
Where you at? He's been shot, right?
Hey everybody, welcome to the Game Plan channel. If you're a first time viewer, please like, comment, subscribe if you like the content. I do a lot of news and politics reactions and also police reactions, and working on a volunteer program coming soon. This is a bit of a long video for a police reaction. Hopefully you guys like what you see and the content that I provide. Yeah, let's check it out.
On February 11th, 2022, a trooper with the New Mexico State Police stopped to refuel at a gas station located in Edgewood, New Mexico, just east of Albuquerque. He barely had time to park the car before he was met by a store clerk concerned about one of the patrons, and he had no idea about the chaos that would quickly unfold.
She stayed in the bathroom for a long period of time, and I was looking in the bathroom, and we found a piece of tinfoil all burnt.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure she was smoking something in there.
She's in the Cadillac?
Yeah.
Okay. Is she in the Cadillac now?
Damn druggies.
Is there anybody else with her?
There's a man in the driver's seat.
In the driver's seat? Okay, thank you.
How you doing?
You have an East Mountain unit?
Negative.
Going to be out with a gray Cadillac. The tenant over here at the gas station advised they're smoking drugs in the bathroom, now sitting in the car. Can you also contact Edgewood and have them roll me a unit?
Damn, there was nobody in the area. This looks like in the middle of nowhere, too. Pull your gun out.
501 said Tommy's attempting to flee, ran my car.
10-4 is all 10-4.
Wow, what a...
I'm send them another unit. See if there's any East unit DSO there to help them. Them through there.
I have to pause it right here. Okay, in this situation, you already got the information from the tenant. She said that there was a woman in the bathroom doing drugs she believes is meth. She went back to her vehicle. There was a man in the driver's seat of the vehicle. Okay, we already know she has been doing drugs. Somebody has been doing drugs associated with this vehicle. He did the right thing, called other units. At this point, I would wait for another unit before making contact with this vehicle because of situations like this. Or they could have opened up, especially because it had tinted windows, they could have opened up and fired quickly and took this cop out. This is where you have to really think about the situation before really engaging. I would have waited a little bit for backup. They're not getting away. They were still sitting there in the parking lot. The only reason they started moving is because the cop rolled up on them.
525, can you head out to 50120? Send from all units there.
Not a good situation.
I can head that way.
He is out by Pizza Barn. He is headed eastbound on their frontage road. Significant damage to my vehicle. Also be advised I don't have a siren, so I'm going to be lights only.
Damn.
It's going to be a silver Cadillac, female passenger, male driver, dark tinted windows. He is coming out eastbound 333 now. If you have aircraft, that would be beneficial. Just past an Edgewood unit. He's passing Tractor Supply.
Oh, it's way up ahead. I thought it was far in front of him.
Light eastbound about 80 miles an hour. And no obstructions in the roadway.
Using Google Earth, we can estimate that the suspect is driving 660 feet in 4.375 seconds for a speed of 103 miles per hour.
Eastbound 333 headed for Mountain Valley.
This cop car doesn't have
Eastbound
any.
333 Mount Valley.
This cop vehicle doesn't have any sirens or a radar. I mean, it looks like a radar gun right there.
Travel, you are going eastbound, correct?
Apologies, I am westbound. I am westbound now. Sorry about that. Coming up on Mountain Valley.
And then he gave the wrong direction.
He is driving pretty carefully. He is above the speed limit, about 70 to 80 miles an hour, but he is driving pretty carefully.
70 to 80, driving carefully.
With a few exceptions, he is going the wrong way.
Man, this cop.
Also be advised, I've got my siren back.
There we go. Lock him in.
Studio Hill. Vehicle is down.
This is the freaky part.
Down to the hotel.
No! Yeah, get the hell away from there, buddy. Shit.
He's going west now. Few details over in there, you can help him.
CENTCOM, shots fired, I'm down. CENTCOM, I'm hit, bleeding. Subjects are fleeing west. Female and a male. Send me a 55.
55. 501 is anything. I'm bleeding. 291, put me on it and advise hit by what? Gunfire? 49.
We got gunfire on the overpass to Studio Hill.
501, do you have weapon description?
Negative, but I'm hit. Please send me a 55.
Correct.
Damn.
46 now. To 50120 from the warehouse. Where's the temper? Yeah, make 25 of there. You can see if you can't get him out there.
Where's he hit?
291, CENTCOM. Let's try to make contact with 501, make sure his status until we get people on scene. Also, if you haven't done so, notify the captain and lieutenant, please. 10 for direct, 501, are you 10 for?
501, I think I'm okay. I'm bleeding. Shot through the shoulder, possibly the chest. Subjects are fleeing westbound. A little bit of trouble breathing.
10-4. Okay, 911. Also, I notified an HSI medic who lives in that area, and he was in the history around the that way as well.
501, I'm just going to sit tight. I'm not going to try to pursue.
The trooper doesn't know it yet, but he's also been shot in the neck.
Oh, Jesus.
He should have left that rifle in the he should have left that rifle in the trunk because now his adrenaline is freaking up like crazy right now. It's good he's not pursuing them because he knows he's been shot. He doesn't know where exactly, but now that we know he's been shot in the neck, he is not good to be engaging with anyone right now. He should have left that gun, the long gun, in the trunk for now.
Just confirming your last 20 or 30 and
Unless he ran out of rounds with his pistol, and then it makes sense he has that just in case they come back.
That's affirmative. Cedillo Hill overpass over I-40. It's right next to the Cedillo Hill truck stop.
Damn.
Okay, 911 Syncom. I'm sure you have, but also push it out to APD East Area Command as well. We're gonna need Meth back.
Did he hit you, man? Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Hold my hand.
144.
Hold my hand.
144.
Sit down. Hold my hand.
Authorization from 113.
What do you see? Tell me what you see. Any injuries?
Yes.
Okay.
You're hit right in the neck.
Is it bleeding a lot or
Yes,
just a little?
it's bleeding.
Give me a med kit.
Where you at? He's been shot, right?
Give me a med kit.
Where's it at?
It's a red bag in the car.
Take the whole damn bag with you. Goddamn.
Open it up and roll it up. Open it all up, yep.
All right, man. He's hit right in the neck, right here, about it.
Give me some pressure on it, okay?
All right. On this side.
Open this crap up and put it in there.
You see it? He's not bleeding out anymore. They already stopped.
Help me get this vest off and just understand. Hold on. The Velcro's like this on the other side. Pull it up very careful because it
with the
hurts.
28 of Royal Boy Lincoln 913. Last seen traveling westbound from.
Right here in the neck.
501, well protect.
Give me that radio.
Can I help in any way? I saw that.
Just watch traffic for us.
Please. Stop them from coming through. Make them go that way. Radio.
Okay, paramedics arrive.
501, I've got some help here.
No, he's here right here in his neck, man.
Where are they going to be in?
Bullet holes right there.
He's
He's got a bullet hole right here, guys. Is it going through? I don't know if it came out the back, but
It feels like it hit my scapula, brother.
Yeah, it's right here.
Still in there. I just got trauma shears again and cutters.
Feels like it hit my scapula in the back, and that hurts.
All right, give me a gauze and also a Vaseline gauze too. Gauze bandage.
Is that out here somewhere?
He's right up that way, guys.
Still.
There's a female and a male. I don't know much about them.
Any difficulty breathing right now?
Besides, they have a gun.
What's your name?
Jeremy.
Jeremy, you having any problems breathing?
A little bit. It's just that scapula really hurts, guys.
Hurts in the back? Yeah, let's get the gurney.
I hit the scapula in the back.
I just want to make sure this guy ain't shooting still. Yeah. We're all from.
The bullet is.
Right up here, he said. Okay, I'm gonna get some more units over here.
Can we get out of there or do we have to go down?
Yeah.
Chest pain on this side, guys.
Okay.
I can't tell you if the difficulty breathing is just stress or anything.
Okay. We're gonna get you going. We're gonna stay through.
Thank you guys for coming so fast.
Just got shot. Suspects are on the loose. They're somewhere between Cedillo Hill and Edgewood.
Give me that radio, guys, just real quick. I'm going to tell them what they need to know. It's right there. 501. The vehicle is here with me. The subjects are on foot. They are eastbound from this location, and I'm going to go with the ambulance now.
We need to start searching. We need to start searching between Cedillo Hill and Edgewood right now. It's a male and female. They just crashed out with state police.
Now that all these officers are on scene, they need to quickly let dispatch know, hey, we need to relay this to the entire surrounding area. Everybody needs to get a text message saying, hey, we have 2 people on the loose right now. Very dangerous, male, female. they have a gun. I mean, they need to let people aware. That way they can be more aware and vigilant in their surroundings, because we don't want another incident happening to some other people with these druggies.
They're somewhere between Cedillo Hill and Edgewood. It looks like they're walking back towards Edgewood right now. All right?
They were coming from Edgewood.
Yeah.
He chased them from Edgewood.
Okay.
They flew by everybody right there. This is where he caught him.
He said he didn't really see good. They look like it's a male and female.
Male and female, but they're on foot.
Yes, they are on foot.
What's up, Dylan?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Fudge, man.
Yeah, not the best morning.
If it hadn't hit the scapula,
Yeah, okay.
I don't think we'd be as upset here.
The trooper, a former EMT, identified the region that he was hit as his scapula, also called the shoulder blade. While not a vital organ, the scapula is surrounded by blood vessels and nerves. Also, the hole in his chest caused by the bullet could allow air into his chest cavity, collapsing his lungs.
It's just the one shot, right?
I don't know, buddy.
Okay.
You want to take stuff off and find out? I'm happy to rock and roll with you.
Okay.
Oh!
No, there's no exit wound. He's got his wound right here.
Okay.
No difficulty breathing?
A little bit of difficulty. I couldn't tell you if it's stress or worse.
All right, no problem.
Thank you guys for coming. Oh, of course. My wife is going to be pissed.
They always get mad.
Fudge!
Did you ever get some shots off on this asshole?
Oh,
Hope so.
the video will be interesting.
Good.
I'll tell you what,
He ain't gonna get away with it.
I'm grateful for some training, man.
Oh, we have some male and female. Females in gray leggings. They were headed back towards Edgewood from Cedillo Hill.
They went inside the fence and kind of ducked into the tree. Okay. I mean, I witnessed the whole thing, you know.
Yeah,
but whatever that, yeah.
You're a witness?
Yes, sir.
If I can have you just stand by, okay?
Sure.
State police will be here with you. Are you in that
That's
white
me
truck?
right there.
That's you? Okay. And you're in that car? Okay.
They flew by us, dude. They were running for their life, man. So they're hiking up in here somewhere.
While the trooper was transported to the hospital, officers from Edgewood Police Department and other assisting agencies began searching the area for any trace of the suspects.
When the subjects ran, did you see any type of clothing, any colors, anything that you can remember? Was he holding a weapon? I know it's hard to remember all this stuff, but
I was so focused. I'm not even lying, bro. I saw that they hit him, and I was focused on him.
This was like at 1.60 feet from what was going down.
Okay, but you didn't see anything?
I'm positive it was two people exited that vehicle.
But you couldn't see what they looked like?
Nope. I took one positive male. The other one, all I saw off of that was something red getting thrown in the air and someone stumbling through the snow.
Okay. Do you think you could identify the male suspect from a photo lineup?
Not to stand up in a court of law.
Okay, so it'd be like on a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm on a fire possible 3.
Damn.
Okay.
I could see them. I could see both of them. But I did recall he had his pistol out. He was carrying his pistol with him. I did not recall her carrying a pistol. I didn't see anything in her hand, but he definitely had one. It was, a good-sized handgun.
Any descriptions as far as their height, weight, or did they look thin?
Average, just from the distance, and I was asked that earlier, and I'm still thinking, he probably wasn't exceptionally tall or small, was short, so I'm guessing he may have been 5'10". She probably a little bit shorter. Well, I know she was shorter. And then they just kind of ducked down into the trees. I went directly north, or they could have kept going east, just in the tree line.
I don't know about you guys, but I haven't heard anything about them running the plate of their vehicle to see who it was, if it was a stolen vehicle, if they get a better description off the owner of the vehicle, if it was that person or not. I haven't heard anything yet, but that's something to look into.
He was kind of waiting on her. She was, following behind him because she got out second, and he kind of waited on her to catch up a little bit, the whole time with his gun out. He had it in his hand.
Okay.
So unless he ditched it somewhere, he's got it with him.
With only a rough description of the suspect's appearance and whereabouts, officers then backtracked to the gas station to examine their video footage and caught their first big break in the case.
This is right at the time.
I'm on emergency. I'm Okay, don't completely freak out, but you need to please call me. He said, Mom, call me. He said, do you have a, well, how does your daughter look? Do you have a,
blonde, blue eyes. I want to relay this information because I think she knows who it was.
Okay.
Because I think they called her to say, hey, I need help. She told my other daughter that she needed a homie. They got in a high-speed chase and they needed...
Following this lead gave investigators the name of the woman who called the manager's daughter asking for a pickup, Alana Martinez. Meanwhile, investigators tracked the registration of the vehicle to a married couple in Albuquerque, who turned out had nothing to do with the shooting. However, according to the Albuquerque Journal, a photo of Alana surfaced on Facebook that evening, which prompted a tip from the public. The tip stated that Alana and her boyfriend were hiding out in a home in McIntosh, a small farming community, and only a 30-minute drive southeast of where the shooting took place. The next day, on February 12, 2022, officers from multiple state and local police agencies surrounded the property and watched for any signs of the fugitives.
Hell yeah, I'd be dual armed too.
I think the 7 is rude. The 7 is rude. Still northbound.
According to the Albuquerque Journal, 2 of the suspect's associates seen leaving the residence were arrested. One had a stolen handgun, and the other fled to Albuquerque in a stolen Ford F-250, where he crashed into 2 vehicles. He was arrested with a gun and methamphetamine in his possession. Alana was taken into custody, as well as her boyfriend.
Hey bro, what's your name?
Caleb Dustin.
Huh?
Caleb Dustin.
Look at me real quick, bro. Just because you got blood and all that, I'm just gonna kind of make sure I document it, okay? Look at me real quick.
Oh.
Caleb Dustin Elledge, also known by his alias Creeper, has an extensive case history, beginning in 2016 where he pled no contest to interference with communications in exchange for dropping 1 count of assault of a household member. In 2020, Caleb was sentenced to a year in Bernalillo County and 5 years of probation after pleading guilty to shooting from a stolen SUV as he fled from police officers. According to his probation officer, Elledge had been on probation for 9 months and had already absconded 3 times and violated multiple conditions of his supervision. At the time of the shooting, Caleb had been on the run for 9 months after he cut his ankle monitor and absconded. A bench warrant was issued, but Caleb was never found and brought in for questioning. Until now.
So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand what I have told you? Yeah. Having these rights in mind, you want to talk to us now?
Yeah.
All right. Obviously, you know why we're here. There's an incident that occurred yesterday, actually.
I'll tell you guys, and I'll explain to you guys from the very beginning.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll
be 100% honest.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
My girlfriend, me and her, we were kind of just, arguing a little bit or whatever. She went in the gas station. They said she was in there doing drugs. No, she went in there. She was crying in the bathroom, whatever.
Who's your girlfriend, just to clarify?
Alana. We're sitting in the parking lot, and we're doing our scratches and stuff. And we're there for like 45 minutes, whatever. We didn't know nobody called the cops. You know what I'm saying? But that officer came up violent right away, dude. He just started banging on the window, trying the door handle to get the fuck out of the car. He said, get the fuck out of the car. Hey, he's saying, I backed up, I took off, it freaked me out. And so I was like, whoa, I'm on the run, it just freaked me out though, you know what I'm saying? And so I fled, I backed up in his car, I fled. He chased me, and just like I just started kept trying to ram me, he hit me, trying to make me wreck me. I take that as the threat, he fucking hurt me, you know what I mean?
He is driving pretty carefully. He is above the speed limit.
And so finally, I take a right, I turn, he puts me up against the bridge. You know how we are, you know what I mean? We're not trying to go to jail, you know what I'm saying? We're not trying to, you know what I'm saying? But like at the same time, I'm not trying to hurt nobody. No, but then like he just, officer was violent, dude. You know what I mean? Like he was I do was violent, you know what I mean? Right then, I told my chick to sit back and I just started shooting, you know what I mean? I didn't even aim, I just stuck, you know what I mean? So I was trying to get him, maybe hit the floor so I could run and get away, you know what I mean? Get away, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know, dude. I wasn't trying to hurt the dude, you know? I know he was trying to hurt us, though.
And where did you get this gun at?
I bought off a friend, man. I mean, I won't say too much on that one, you know what I mean? But I got in the streets, you know?
Okay.
See, people like this, I can't stand shit like this. You don't need to go to jail. You need to be dead. If you're not looking to turn your fucking life around and do good, there is no reason for you to exist on this planet. There is so much evil in this world. We have good people that become officers of the law that try to stop criminals and prevent them from doing bad things. This guy is clearly lying so many times about what happened, not knowing, understanding that in 2022, cameras are everywhere, especially on police officers. Gosh, why would you even lie? And then you gave up your right to remain silent and you start lying, making it look even worse on you.
And where is that gun now?
I don't know where it went last. I gave it to somebody. They were going to get rid of it, and I don't know where it went from there.
Can you tell us who's that somebody?
I can't do that. I mean, because that gets me in trouble, you know?
Like, where were you at when you handed over that gun?
Where they got me this morning?
Okay, at that residence?
Yeah.
Okay. So, where did you look at the officer at any point?
No. Opened my door, there was the guardrail, and then there was this little hill, and I ran into the field, and I went down some little hill onto the freeway. You know what I mean? I just, as soon as it was done, I opened my door and I went that way. You know what I mean? I didn't even try to look. I remember running away, knowing I made a mistake, you know?
So how did that happen, or what were you trying to do at that point when you got to the freeway?
First I was trying to flag people down to get a ride, you know? And I did it. And then I honestly, I hid somewhere. You know, I'm not going to wrap myself out and say where, but I hid somewhere and waited it out.
You guys, I'm going to fast forward this because it's just aggravating me listening to this piece of shit.
For her part, Alana Martinez pled guilty to aiding and harboring a fugitive.
Good.
She was sentenced to 6 months probation.
Not enough.
Caleb, however, faced counts of assault on a peace officer, aggravated battery upon a peace officer, tampering with evidence, aggravated fleeing an officer, criminal damage to property, and possession of a firearm by a felon. However, the prosecution asked for all charges to be dismissed once the Fed stepped in to prosecute Caleb for being a felon in possession of a firearm. Caleb pled guilty and received a 9-year federal sentence plus 3 years of supervised release. On December 23, 2024, Christmas came early for Caleb when New Mexico reopened the cases against him. The case is currently in pretrial, and Caleb faces all of the original charges that were dropped. If found guilty, Caleb will serve additional time with the New Mexico Department of Corrections after he completes his federal sentence. Trooper Vaughn underwent surgery to remove the bullet from his back and was released from the hospital the day of Caleb's arrest. He has since made a full recovery.
See what I mean with the list of things this dumbass has in life, and they're gonna reintroduce the charges to make him stay in jail longer, so the rest of us taxpayers have to keep funding this idiot being in jail just to what? Get out years later and commit some more crimes? The jail system does not work, in my opinion. It doesn't work for everybody. Once you have committed some crimes that are stacking, I mean, if you commit one crime and you've never committed any crimes before that, you made a mistake in life, okay, you're going to jail, you're spending this much time, blah, blah, blah. Now it's on your record. An individual like this guy decides to rack up charges and make a record on himself, then finally gets caught when he shoots an officer in the neck, and they're gonna give him an opportunity to go to jail again, and it's just the stupidest it's the stupidest thing. This is not gonna deter anyone from committing crimes like this. You seek the death penalty. Hey, you've been giving way too many chances in life. You're not turning your life around. That's not our fault. It's not the law's fault. It's your fault. You chose to buy that gun from your friend. That's not a good friend. We got to find out who the hell that guy is selling illegal guns on the street. I hope that was getting investigated. They should find out how he got the gun. I see these police videos, and there's a huge pattern with a lot of these, especially with people that have a lot of record, that have a huge record behind them. It's what there's nothing they can do to reshape their minds. And how do we move forward? How do we solve these type of things? Jail and prison time is not the answer. That is my opinion on this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Till next time. Peace out, everybody.